Hello and welcome back to something that is new. I was introduced a little while ago to this while browsing around YouTube and figured, hey, what the hell? It looks interesting. I like interesting. So this is ThreatGEN's Red versus Blue in IT/OT InfoSec Simulator. Trying to bring it up. Currently $14.99 on Steam. I am playing through the current version, 1.6. Kind of as denoted in the lower right-hand corner of the video. Basically playing by myself as it sits right now. So in this particular simulator, game, whatever which way you want to think about it, you can play as either or, the blue team or the red team. So you can either be on the attack or on the defense. And it has two different type of play styles depending as to which team you pick. I mean, obviously. I mean, you're not going to sit there and start doing offensive maneuvers as a blue team. That starts making you into purple. Well, given the current theme of everything that I've done, and I'm going to see about putting this up on YouTube, I think we're going to stick as the blue team. And at least as 1.6, 3 different environments you can pick from. Pipeline, manufacturing, large oil and gas company. Obviously, I think it gets that much more convoluted. So I figured we would go through and recreate the first time that I played through this. So oil and gas company. Now the question is, did I get it right or did I screw this up? Nope. 5-person blue team, $1 million starting budget for obviously a large company that's already put together. Okay, so I think I said it was like roughly 17 minutes to go through. Let's take a look. Here's our network. It is entirely flat. Our OT is lower right-hand corner. Some of it's, I think, popped into here as well. First things first, we're going to take a look. We are entirely exposed, so first step is gateway. And because it kicked me in the butt last time, we are going to go through asset inventory done. We're going to get our SIEM installed. And we are going to start with video surveillance. So we get a log of things that occurred. Obviously nothing has happened yet as we're going through and just planning this stuff out. And then we have what's going to occur. So we're going to get our internet connection protected for the rest of the organization. We're going to see about trying to get a new staff member so we can raise our team up to 6 as opposed to 5. We're going to go through and do asset inventory so we know what we have. We're going to get our SIEM installed, and we're going to start with the physical layer, or physical security, with doing video surveillance. And this is all done turn-based. So I do end turn, it becomes the red team. They're going to do their stuff, which we're not going to see until we actually get told that, oh hey, something screwed up. And by the way that this is custom configured, the red team starts with 10 members. I think they start with 5 normally, and I think you start usually with 3 blue team IT members. Okay, so new achievement, perimeter firewall, new staff, and threat monitoring. Okay, so now we've got finally a firewall in front of the internet in large. So our next step is going to be go through and do network segmentation to make it a little bit more difficult for the baddies. We're gonna go ahead and I think we're gonna see if we just can't get, no, okay, can't redo that. Don't need budget. We're gonna go ahead and get electronic locks. I have to imagine that they've already done OSINT and they probably already compromised a device on the network somewhere. With the amount of manpower they have already, we'll see. Okay, so action log. So electronic locks are still going, network segmentation's in progress, video surveillance and asset inventory are going. But we're up to 7 people. Let's probably, well, let's take a look. We have anything else we can do there? No, nothing. I can either jump straight to policies and procedures, or I can see about, oh, here we go. Let's start deploying network sensors. See if we can't get some sort of indication as to what's been popped already in these first couple of turns. Alright, we got video surveillance, asset inventory's done, and our first network sensors deployed. And we got what, one more turn? One more turn for the locks, one more turn for the segmented network. We're gonna go ahead and do request another one. Let's go ahead and get all the IDSs plopped in, at least as it sits right now. USB security, of course. We're waiting on all this stuff here. Not a free. Oh, I need 2. Okay. Well, endpoint. What can we start doing? Well, I guess let's go ahead and start with some of the workstations here in the OT side of things. So we still got plenty of money, but our 7 people are busy. So let's see. Okay, so we've got network segmentation and we got our baseline. And now you can see everything's now divided into what? Multiple zones. So we can dump VPN to force remote users to log in that way. I'm gonna go ahead and require another staff because, well, always. And go ahead and get another sensor. We're gonna start. Let's see, so nothing looks like it's turned off yet. So what do we have? Action tree, here we go. So we can start taking a look at all this stuff. I think this is what we're going to go for next, so we can start doing scanning safely. This will prevent us when we go through and do vulnerability assessments. We will not screw up the OT side of the network. Very, very important. But we are ready for basically the vulnerable assessment then, right? Well, not quite. So let's see, safe testing. We're gonna go ahead and see about getting vendor cert. And I will put somebody on policies and procedures. And we will end that round and we'll see what happens. Alright, so we have all of our IDSs installed. I'm not seeing any indicators currently. And we are waiting. Once we get the safe testing methods and the certification, we can go through with a greatly reduced risk and basically scan for vulns and start fixing things that we find. Okay, nothing's picked yet. Don't have anything else, so VPN must have been put in, yes? Nope, next one. Next turn. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and hire more staff. And ICS security monitoring. Oh crap, I had one more person that was kind of sitting on their hands. Okay, so patching and scanning. And the VPN's installed. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to start scanning. Go ahead and install 2FA. And we're going to put USB security on a couple of workstations. What else do we want to put USB security on? I suppose we start putting endpoint security on the routers. No, switches. Everybody, yep, all 10 people are busy. Good. At least as it sits right now, we're tit for tat for the starting red team. Alright, so now we are much better set. So we got our cert, we got our vuln scan going. Screw it, let's get one more person. Let's go ahead and do strong Wi-Fi. Let's get two-factor auth going. Let's get the network encrypted. Let's start security awareness training. I mean, if the organization's already this far developed, I mean, we're well behind the curve as far as any of this goes. Okay, so we've hardened our physical infrastructure about as much as we can. So I'm going to go through and assign somebody to threat hunt the wireless. I'm going to threat hunt both workstations. I got one person left. Let's go ahead and get endpoint security on the firewall for the ICS side. And we'll end our turn. It looks like our vuln scan finished. Yep. So apparently we didn't find anything. Alright, we still have our vendor certification status. So let's go ahead. We are just going to work on changing creds. And we're quickly running out of available spots. Okay, we're going to focus on the ICS side while we've still got our certification for safe patching and everything else. Ooh, $10,000 bonus. As long as we don't have a resume generating event. No actions I can take there. Okay, that's fine. How about here? Change default creds. Sure. What else do we have? Patches, hardening, AV, patches, firmware, patches. Good thing we still got that, otherwise I don't think I'd be doing that all at once. Patches, hardening, and that maxes us out for this turn. So thus far, we've done a fairly decent job of hardening up our OT side. You guys are still doing things, aren't you? Yep. Okay, let's start working into other sides. So from the internet. Let's go ahead and threat hunt. Our wireless, change default, cred, endpoint, hardening. Let's harden our another firewall in between. Excuse me. Okay, so far so good. What do we have? Nothing here, nothing here, no available actions. All right. Endpoint, AV, endpoint, system patches. Let's grab one of the servers and we're gonna do some hardening. We're gonna do endpoint, AV, and just basically just gonna hit this thing with everything all at once. Okay, now I'm extremely concerned. I mean, we have not seen any of these systems highlighted in red to denote, which makes me extremely worried. They're quiet. Extremely, extremely quiet. Get me more staff. Let's do security skills training, so we're trying to hit the rest of the org with a little bit more. And I'm missing something in terms of researching. I don't think we need a penetration test yet. Alright, what else can we do here? We got 5, okay, PC historian. We'll throw all that stuff on here and we will start, I guess, upper right. Endpoint, system patches, and we are busy. Password policy created. Alright, maximum defense against social engineering. Still nothing. I keep waiting. We're just gonna sit there and just knock as much of this out of the way as possible. And then we'll probably have to go through and just kind of do a swing of hey, we got a compromised asset. We found it. Alright, so we're gonna have to activate IR. But before that, can you get all, yep, you can get all this stuff done. Patches, hardening, endpoint. Yeah, let's start working our way outwards. But okay, so we're maxed. So why Wilson 20? Alright, we are now in IR mode. So one thing I wonder, gather forensics. Ah, here it is. Wait, that's, did I hit the wrong thing? Gather forensics. Huh. I would suppose it would be to sit there and find whatever we can. It's gonna take 2 turns. I don't know if I really want to go that far. We're gonna just outright replace it. And because of that, we are gonna go through and we are gonna do threat hunting on that entire network segment. Why? Well, because basically I'm concerned that we're going to miss something else. Because if they've got access to Y Wilson 20, they can then use that to pivot to hit anything in this segment easily. So let's just go ahead and threat hunt that whole segment, now that we have enough people. And we found something else. Asset's been replaced. And they're now attacking this. Take it, oh, I can hire new staff, okay. And a lot of this has been disabled because we're doing IR currently. So let's do this. Threat hunt, threat hunt. I would hope that we would be good to go. Just due to the fact that we're done. Okay, so let's see. We'll do our turn because we're going to threat hunt everything in that network segment. Oh, they took it down. Okay, well, let's try to reboot the asset. While we're doing that, let's get back onto seeing what we can do to secure more segments while we wait. DMZ, yeah, definitely. Change password, or change creds. We'll see if the reboot works for the engineering workstation. See if it comes back up. Hey, alright. It's back up. But and we're going to go ahead and do threat hunting on that just because of the fact that it was down. And we're just going to continue working to roll further into the organization. And we're going to patch everything inside of the corporate network. Realistically, yes, I've got to get off my butt and we need to take care of the email server, domain controller. Oh God, yeah. I'm screwing around with the end users and we need to be more on the other side here. I think it's 100 turns I've got. Okay, so nothing else stands out. Let's go ahead and do IR procedures. Let's get somebody going for that. We're going to go ahead and implement secure development lifecycle. Going to start doing backups because obviously let's do this and do this right. I really want to re-get the certification again, but I guess let's go ahead and let's just get another vuln assessment going. Oh, and we've still got some missing aspects here. Yeah, USB security. Oh yeah, let's work in the main section here. So let's go ahead and harden these. Domain controller, update AV, deploy USB security, and we don't have enough resources. Oh crap, I'm out of people. Okay, next turn. Well, I mean, I feel a little bit better. We went through, we managed to do this stuff, but I don't think I lasted 25 turns last time. Alright, the main controller's hardened. Email server. Let's just get... No, don't have enough for the AV, but that's fine. Yay, backups. The great equalizer. Ugh. Okay, workstations. And we're filled up again. Need more people. Oh, we gotta be just about done. Okay, so we got IR procedures created. What are we doing currently? System hardening? Did we get the... Yeah, got the vuln assessment done. Change default credits. System hardening. System patches. System hardening. We need to get the certifications to not screw that up. Because I don't really want to take any of this stuff down. So let's go ahead and get vendor certification. Oh, here you go. Enforce strong passwords. There we go. Let's get the certification. Let's get the staff. Let's get somebody to do the vuln mapping. Okay, what else do we have? System patches there. Deploy. Deploy. And we're just going to harden another system while we're in here. And once we get that cert, we'll start sitting there applying firmware updates. I'm still scared out of my mind here. Where are they? I keep waiting. Yeah, we've got to get something done over here. But I would like to have these servers squared up. There you go, we passed 25. I've got more patches to apply. And we have the cert, so we can go ahead and update firmware. Install AV, endpoint, system patches, hardening, patching. Take care of some of these end users. I know I have not done anything for our remote users. I know, we've got to get to it. That needs to change. They keep going up and keep going down, keep going up. Okay, so we got 11 people that are ready to go with this. Let's go ahead and we are just going to do everything to these available workstations here, and we'll threat hunt those that are attached. So far, so good. What are we waiting for on this one? Incorrect access control. Alright, so we got that all going. Let's get these other workstations. Start working on patching and their security. Okay, so we threat hunted on those. And we're going to do the same thing for our remote users. Give them a full workup and a full poking and a prodding. Good, so we got the firmware updated and we didn't take anything else down. Okay. And we're just going to continue with end user workstations. Apparently we didn't find anything. I mean, I'm not going to complain. Don't know if I really want to go through and threat hunt everything there. Yeah, the sensors are quiet. It is the calm before the storm. This is the longest I've ever made it. Threat hunt's completed. No further issues. Alright, let's go ahead and get one more person. So we will have a staff of 15. We got two-factor. No, maybe it is time to go through. No selectable assets. Hey, I'm all for that. So let's go ahead and get a vuln. Let's get a pen. And we'll get some more applied. And there we go. We've maxed out our people. Again. I might get worried once we get down to about a quarter of a mil. Hey, we found a compromised asset. Where? Inside of the corporate network. So giant shock there. So we're going to want to focus on that. So we got 15. Oh no, that makes me wonder. So they're doing the ball assessment. If I go into IR, does that interrupt these? I don't know, we're going to find out. We're going to go activate the IR. And we are just going to threat hunt every workstation that is there. Because we have the people. Okay, we're maxed out. See if we can find any sort of any further indicator of compromise. And we found another one. We are going to replace the asset, and we're going to replace that asset. And because we are still concerned, we are going to threat hunt everything here. Yet again. Oh, so here's the question. Nope, still going. Okay. We're just gonna yank those assets out for 5,000 apiece and replace them with fresh. Oh, goody. Extra staff. I like extra staff. Okay, so all we can do is threat hunt. So let's do that. We went through, we found compromised assets. And now we're just being extra thorough in terms of everything that is here. I got 4 things left. So let's threat hunt the DC domain controller, the email server. We'll basically just threat hunt those devices. And we'll end turn, and that should finish. I'm gonna be really upset if we find something. Good, we did not. And we still have our cert. So we are going to apply patches, 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 patches. Firmware updates because we've got the thing. Patches, 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 patches. Patch all the things. I mean, we paid for the certification, so let's use it. Oh, they're attacking the DMZ. So let's go ahead and do threat hunting. We are going to threat hunt everything in that segment just to be safe. Patches, and then threat hunt. And then while we're doing that, we've already threat hunted that incessantly, but we will work on applying patches and updates to the corporate network. Okay, alright. Physical security has come in handy. No indications that anything was compromised. Let's go ahead and threat hunt on the DMZ again. And we're going to get patches and everything installed here. And we're going to get patches installed here. We've got enough people that we can just get this done. Seeing as how there's not a option for an automatic tool to push patches. Wow, this is the longest I've ever been able to play without just getting everything blown up. With a red team of 10. Okay, threat hunting completed. Okay, so we didn't find anything. I mean, I'm not complaining. Let's go ahead and do vulnerability mapping for the last thing that we did. Sure, let's go ahead and do that. Do threat hunt. Okay, threat hunt, patches, weak password. Oh, so it must have expired then, huh? Incorrect access control. Oh, now we've reached the point where I've got 2 many people and nothing for them to absolutely do at this exact moment. Which means it's time to put them to work. Threat hunt our brown sector. Look for the things. Alright, so they're paying more attention to the DMZ. What have we got going on? We're doing vol mapping. Okay, that's fine. Since this section has pretty much just been insanely quiet, let's just go ahead and get some threat hunting done. I got 3 left. So let's threat hunt that. Let's threat hunt that, and we will again threat hunt the DMZ. We are just looking for anything. Anything that looks weird, smells funny, looks funny, smells funny. Threat hunting, didn't apparently find anything. So apparently we're doing fairly good right now. We're on top of everything. Pretty much all we've got left is threat hunting. Let's go ahead and do another Vuln assessment. Oh, wait. And we'll do... Hey, we got everybody online on the remote users. So since everybody's here, we're gonna beat on you a little bit. Check all the firewalls for threats. The DMZ wireless. Oh, we're already threat hunting those. Sure, let's go ahead and threat hunt the switches then. We did the workstations not that long ago. Let's go back and we'll just kind of start alternating since we've got enough manpower. Well, I mean, so far so good. We're not finding anything with the threat hunting. Normally that would be a section to be concerned about, but I mean, I'm happy. So far so good. We just need to hold out for another 60 turns, and then we can retire to a tropical beach somewhere and never look at another computer again. Oh, cripe. So again, more good notice. Nothing standing out. We just about vuln assessment will be done. So let's go ahead and do a vuln mapping. We're just going to focus on the important systems. Got 2 left. Let's do the switches again. Since the last thing we want is a distiller or a pipeline valve to decide to just go sky high. Ooh, we found a compromised. Holy crap. What did that? Holy crap. That's bad. So we're going to get those replaced. Next section. So how did we miss it? What did they do? I don't know. Unless the bone scan did it. Nope. The ICS went down. Alright, so they were able to put everything together. They were able to get a scan. Was it just because of the fact that it took too long? I mean, it's just popped out of nowhere. They managed to take down all three, or is it self-inflicted? AB 3905. They managed to get into the plant control room. So their social engineering succeeded. But we were able to stop the USB drops, the spear phishing. Yeah, we caught that. The sensors picked that up. So what it looks like is they were literally able to get in. They found a human machine interface system. Got to the plant room, and they just went about damaging the ICSs. Well, crap. "58 turns from retirement." With a sunny beach and those little fruity drinks inside of coconuts. Maybe pineapples, I don't know. Oh, so you can see, as this simulation outlined, we did everything mostly by the books. We had social engineering training put in, or security awareness training, and effectively we were able to stop, the Wi-Fi scans, the social engineering aspects in terms of dropping USB sticks, so everybody was aware in that aspect. But apparently they were still able to sit there, they being the red team, to be able to social engineer physical access into the plant. And go about damaging our ICS processes. I mean, they did. What's odd that it says it failed, but yet Dash 7 was one of the ones that was taken out. But the malicious USB drops, they failed. Spearphishing failed. Most of their attacks failed. Public vulnerability service. Jagger Wall 19? Where was that? I don't see it. Wonder if it would be servers that were replacing that. Is it in here? Hide the log. Yeah, so they didn't have a full picture. But they had enough that they were being a problem. And it really makes me wonder. It's like, what else could we have done? 71% for a threat intelligence score? Just constant threat hunting. Oh well. But this is, well, almost double last and first time I played. So at least this time I've got something else to shoot for. A team of 15 plus, still more than $250,000 in the bank. Not that that helps much because of the fact that this is a resume generating event and I am now looking for a new line of work. But, alright, so there's the first recorded playthrough of ThreatGEN Red versus Blue version 1.6. Hopefully, it's been entertaining. I don't think I did that great of a job of going through and explaining everything and the thought process behind it, but if this looks interesting, um, I would highly recommend go through and, I mean, for well, 1 penny less than $15, something that's actively being updated and worked on, improved upon. I believe the creator said that there are more scenarios in the pipeline and more improvements, which I'm always happy to see and or hear. So, but so with that at least knocked out, I will see everyone in the next video. Hopefully it will go back to um, Let's Defend, or maybe even start on the Cyber Defenders exercises. Time will tell. Time will tell.